Well, the moment NCIS fans have been waiting for, the return of beloved character Agent Leroy Gibbs. After 4 years, actor Mark Harmon will reprise his role as the first ever NCIS and NCIS Origins crossover. The episode will feature a case spanning across decades, beginning in the 1990s and connecting to present day. To tell us a little bit more about this epic crossover is the man of the hour himself, Mr. Mark Harmon. When we see crossovers in TV shows, they tend to take place in present day with the characters interacting with one another. Now, the NCIS crossover involves your character in present day and 30 years ago. What was it like to kind of wrap your head around a concept like this, to bring this to life on TV?
Kind of weird. To be honest, David and Gina, they're terrifically talented. And when they came up with this idea, I think my first reaction to it was how are they going to do it? But they have an idea that I thought made a lot of sense. And I'm here to support this show the best way I can. And part of that is being asked to do something as an actor that I find both pertinent to the storytelling and also believable. So I was glad to be part of it, and I hope people like it.
Did they just come right out and ask you, or did they have to kind of cajole you a little bit, like, okay, Mark, we've got this idea. It might sound a little crazy on the surface, but bear with us on this one?
No, I see them a lot because I'm involved with the voiceover, obviously, and I come into the studio here and every couple of weeks and lay down a couple of shows. But I think they were working this idea for a while, and how they were going to do it, I have no idea. But it's a bit of a surprise, and I liked what they brought, and I liked what they introduced, and I think it flows with what Origins is, and I'm glad to be part of it.
Fans have been wondering what your character's been up to for the last 4 years after disappearing to Alaska. What can they expect to see from you in this episode?
Well, I think they're going to find out. I think they're going to be surprised a little bit too. I think he's doing well. I've never thought that he's not doing well. But it's different for anybody. Certainly coming back to something you've been away from a couple of years, and they're talented writer creators, and there's always surprises, and there were surprises here for me too, and maybe that's why it's fun to work with them like I have for so long. So I'm just here to support, and that has to do also with supporting this cast and this show and this network, and kind of being proud of something you put your name on.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, so what's it been like for you, 4 years ago, kind of leaving the full-time on-screen role? I mean, I know you said obviously you're there quite a bit, and we speak to the actors of Origins, and they always comment how accessible you are and whatnot. But to take on that different role that you have these last couple of years, has that been a welcome rest, a little more enjoyable, or do you kind of want to get right back into it again?
Wow. I don't know, to be honest with you, because I always thought, or I just generally think in life, that if people have questions, they ask, but most times they don't. So if I can be here and I can help something through, if Austin wants to know what I thought about my relationship with Mike Franks, for example, or the actor that played him, I'm glad to pass that on. But the truth is, these actors are all terrifically talented on their own, and they go their own way with it, and they should be doing that. So I've enjoyed this process over the last couple of years. It's not the same as it was 20 years ago when we did The Mothership, but nothing is, and everybody's working really hard here to try to tell good stories and hopefully capture an audience that's a different kind of storytelling in 1990 versus what The Mothership is doing.
Mark, I want to say, as a fan of yours for decades, back to the UCLA days, thank you for joining us here. Good to see you again.
Thank you very much.
You got it. And you can watch the highly anticipated NCIS and NCIS Origins crossover Tuesday night beginning at 8 o'clock on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.